Hi, Scorpio. It's Jeffrey. It's right color. It's time for your reading. It's time for the reading for, I feel like the doctor. It's time for your shot. I wish. Um, okay. Please like, subscribe, share. It's time for the reading for the first week in March, February 28th through March 7th. I have to remember my script. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I'm offering 30-minute readings for $30. All the information will be below. Additionally, be great if you went and visit my website. I make one-of-a-kind clothing. I hand paint t-shirts with dyes. It's not paint. And I make scarves and I make bags, and the link will be below. Anyway, let's get to the week. Okay, that's a good shuffle. Come down a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. The truth, like a big truth, a new idea. This is more of a new idea than anything else, really. It's almost like a bold new idea, like a new idea. And then you get the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is like a very creative creative king, and he's very fair-minded. He holds his staff like he's in charge. It's very phallic. It's like really phallic. It's very like, let's get started. Let's get going. There's fire behind it. The whole energy is like that. Sometimes this is read as stress. I generally don't really read this as stress. I really read this as creative ideas coming through. Awareness. So this might be almost like too many ideas. Sometimes as many of you know, I'm a Scorpio, and my mind doesn't stop with ideas of how to do things and how to make money and making things, and so there might be a lot. This is also clarity of thought, so that's interesting. So what are you going to do with all this creative energy? How are you going to move forward with it? Hmm. This is interesting. I just got this. Because this is the truth, and this is, real clarity of thought and balance in a certain way. Sometimes this could be the law, right? It depends on the reading, obviously. And then you get all these messages coming through. This is also awareness. This is an 8. This is awareness. So I feel like, because the king shows up, right? So the king is in charge, right? And he has knowledge. And he has knowledge of fertile things, right? This one. He has knowledge of fertile things, of creativity, of passion. Now, him being the king, part of what a king does is he makes the decision as to, like, let's say there's a budget, right? So the king makes the decision. Okay, we're going to put a certain amount of the budget into agriculture. We're going to put a certain amount of the budget into military. We're going to put a certain amount of the budget into diplomacy. We're going to put a certain amount of budget into my wardrobe. So even though there's a lot of ideas and a lot of creative stuff coming at him, because he's in charge, he has to like sit with it and really make the decisions. He has to make the decisions. He also holds the sword, the wand, and the wand is really, really important in really all ancient societies. Whoever holds the wand, the staff of authority, is the one who ultimately makes the decisions. He ultimately makes the decisions. You know, staff goes down, it's like, this is the law. You know, that's it. Taxes go up 20%. We're going to war. Let them live. I've been practicing. So what I'm getting is that even though there might be a little bit of what they call monkey mind, which is 1,000 million trillion ideas, you're going to be able to cut through it and get to the truth and really make an intellectual decision, right, as to what the best move is. I don't really have to throw another card. I was going to, but I don't really have to. If if you're getting this, you call on the clarifier to say, what's the best move? The other thing that's interesting about the wands is, the cups are the intuitive ones, and then the pentacles are the practical ones, right? And then the swords are the intellectual ones. The wands are the instinctual ones. It's instinctual. So it kind of knows in the body, it's kind of combined everything already. There's like a certain understanding in the body as to what to do. It's kind of like I met somebody and it made me sick to my stomach, right? There's information there. Or something gives me a headache. Oh, you give me a headache. It's like, so there's information there. Or sometimes you meet somebody or you think about it, like taking an action or a certain experience that you had, and you feel all tingly. It feels all good. It feels like tingly and good and kind of exciting, and kind of like, oh, I really want to do that. I really want to go that place. That's all instinct. So I think, interestingly, yeah, you know me, like every week I say this, I feel like I'm doing this reading for me as much as I'm doing it for you. I feel like you're going to know instinctually in your body what the right thing to do is in terms of all these things, all these options and all this information. You're going to know what information to pay attention to and what is sort of like, because sometimes you get information and it's like, all right, but it's good information to have, but I'm not going to utilize it, or it's a little bit, of course, I'm going to come back to cooking because I always come back to cooking. Sometimes you read a recipe. I don't really follow recipes. I like to read them for the ingredients more than anything. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I never thought of that spice with that. Or, or they say, oh, I could use oil instead of butter or whatever. So sometimes, you look at a recipe and you go like, well, I don't have any ginger, but what can I use that's, has a heat to it, but also has a sweetness to it that, because I'm not leaving the house because it's snowing or whatever. It's like you'll instinctually know what to do. And, when these energies show up, right? When these energies show up, I feel like this is your helper for the week. Like this is your helper for the week. So the helper for the week is clear thinking, the truth. And the other helper for the week is the king, who symbolizes knowledge. So knowledge of your passion, knowledge of creativity, and knowledge of instinct. Interesting. Should be a good week. Should be a good week. Blessings. Let me know. Let me know. It's like, oh, I started a multi-million-dollar company. All right.